People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People of elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soap, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. And I came to cut the Lavender Love Soap, and I was going to just go ahead and cut it. Looks like this. The Peacock swirl I was going to attempt started to fail, so at the last minute I changed it to the swirl that you see here. And then I went to cut it and discovered something wonderful, so I figured I would share that with you now. I had did the layering on the bottom as well, instead of, just pour a little bit on the top, so on. But when I went to unmold this, I seen that, okay, this is the top, and this is what I've seen on the bottom. Is that wild or what? It's like the bottom did the peacock that I was trying to get with the top. So I'm going to make sure I remember to layer the bottom the way I did the top. In the meantime, it's time to cut. Time to cut does not mean you escape and try to avoid being used in the next soap, you squeezy bottle. Alrighty then. The phone's trying to cut itself off probably. But if it doesn't, I'll keep recording. But I have discovered this recipe, even though it did slightly accelerate on me. And everybody says, oh, wait a few days, blah, blah, blah. This soap will not allow. You wait too long, even though it's, somewhat dependable in a lot of aspects, this soap will get really, really hard and break instead of just cut smoothly. So, I go by what I know, and I know this recipe. There we go. Let me stamp this right quick. Stamp's really not going to show up on this pattern, but I know I stamped it. No, a deeper stamp does. And the whole room smells like lavender now. Wonderful. I'm surprised Mom hasn't called up here and go, what are you doing? She forgets I do this, and then wants to know what the random noise is sometimes. There we go. Now, let me show you what I got here. Is that great or what? It's like the peacock swirl I was trying to get on the front showed up on the back. Any other time it wants to cooperate. Apparently, not today. I'm just going to act like that. We're going to let gravity do its thing. And as I say, the plop is imminent. There we go. Now let's show you what I have here. Some of them are trying to stick, proving they weren't completely solid all the way through. But by the time it's all said and done, and after a month of curing, it'll be perfect. Next batch is going to have just a teeny amount of lard in it to give it a nice hard surface. Ooh! Okay. That's the front. Here's the back. And here's a surprise in the center. Is that cool or what? Hopefully they'll all do that. Have his own little swirl on the sides. You've never heard the expression, the best perfumes come from nature? This is exactly what they mean. The best perfumes come from nature. This smells exactly like a field of lavender flowers. Gorgeous. I also have a soap that smells exactly like a bouquet of roses. A couple little drop offs in there. There you go. Now, just because I like the shot value, let's show you this side. Is that gorgeous or what? Oh. Well, now I know where my recipe went. there are times when you expect a soap to come out a certain way and it comes out a different way, but the way it comes out is still very, very nice. And there are times when you expect the soap to come out a certain way and it absolutely shocks and surprises you, but still nice. This is one of those times. Like, look at the sides here. Like it's got its own little design going on the sides. So apparently the little part on the top was just a little bit of ash. Those are the colors that you're supposed to be putting. And since this is a lavender soap, I'll just simply spray that with a little alcohol and watch the ash disappear. No need to trim it. Besides, I can kind of make this thick enough to do a trimming thing, like I did with the section. I'm so happy with that. Look at the detail on the sides there. That's cool as well. Anyway, 3 more to go. That's enough. There we go. Corner detail. The edge together. Then that right here too. On 2 sides. But that's the edge, so it's not going to get on the edge. So pretty. Now the purple was a deep purple that you can see a little bit of right here. But by the time I got to the top of the soap, it had basically got muddied out with the fact that I ran out of color and then I just put some plain in its spot, so it became very, very pale. But it gave it a nice top appeal, so as you can tell, that's not bad. And this seems to see a lot of the cocoa powder. Anyway, this has been People 7 on Twitter and YouTube, People elsewhere on the internet. Our blog is located at purplebutterfly-pizza.blogspot.com. And my soaps, Purple Butterfly soaps, can be located at pizza.etsy.com. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Stay blessed and stay tuned. Bye now.